Coffeeville. On October 5, 1892, the Dalton gang appeared in their hometown of Coffeeville, Kansas. Their plan was to rob two banks at the same time. Their targets were C.M. Condon and Company's Bank and First National Bank, located across the street from one another. Brothers Bob, Grat, and Emmett and their compadres Dick Broadwell and Bill Power split into two groups. Wearing false beards, they showed up at both banks when they opened, planning to pull off a quick double heist. One of the groups robbed their bank without incident, but the other was outfoxed by a brave bank employee who convinced the bandits that the safe was protected with a time lock, which wouldn't open for another 10 minutes. They waited for it to open, and in that time the entire town rallied against them. The citizens of Coffeeville recognized the brothers in spite of their less than clever disguises and had no intention of letting them escape with the money. A bloody gunfight broke out in the streets of Coffeeville, and the entire gang was killed, except for the youngest Dalton, Emmett, who was shot 23 times. He was sentenced to life in prison, but was released after 14 years. He would often say it was a U.S. Marshal, Heck Thomas, who pushed the Daltons into attempting that crazy plan by tracking them so relentlessly. The Coffeeville robbery was supposed to be the gang's ticket out of a life of crime. Instead, it was a ticket to the cemetery for most of them. Neat.
Over there!
Shit! I did not expect that.
That's Silas Greaves. What the hell?
What?
Now you're bland. He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Can't believe my bullet bounced off the damn cage. That was like pure headshot city, and then boom, it just bounced off the cage. Boom.
His name is Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Silas Greaves.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is the way it really happened.
Early evening, not high noon. I was late to the party, and Coffeeville was already up in arms. I'm ending you.
Third time's the charm.
Daltons blew up a safe, and we're all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
The Dalton brothers. Ah, the
I've
loser.
been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. There he is. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville. What are you gonna do?
Where are those bastards? God, those shielder guys are annoying. Who knew a board would be so effective at stopping bullets? Hey, Lurch. Yeah, this game is really fun. Want to look around to make sure I don't miss any nuggets of truth, even though I'll probably miss it anyway. But fuck it. Uh-oh. Wait, it won't let me through the door again. It let me through the door, but it won't let me through the door. Did I spot a bug? This is why Ubisoft games are so shit. Yep. I broke the game again for the 5 millionth time. Let's just add another 3 million games to my fucking legendary list of fucking broken fucking games. Ugh. God, I hate consoleized shit games.
Hey, we got a hero. Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
There is not a single game in existence where I haven't broke it. I am just the... You might as well just call me the legendary game breaker.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, as those two families have been feuding forever.
Oh shit.
Since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Shit happens. All of them do. All of them did. Every single Call of Juarez game had horrible bugs and glitches at some point. I've encountered so many. Nugget of truth. Nice, found them all. The Daltons. Related to the famous Youngers, the Dalton brothers Grattan, Bob, and Emmett gave up their jobs as lawmen in the 1890s to form the so-called Dalton Gang. The sole purpose of their enterprise was to rob trains and banks and make a hell of a lot more money than they ever did as peace officers. They also coveted a bit of the notoriety their more famous cousins enjoyed as members of the James Gang. One such robbery ended with the arrest of Grat, who then managed to astonish the marshals who had him in custody by escaping from a moving train. Grat stole a key to his chains from a napping guard, then jumped through the window right into a river while the train was passing over a bridge. The Daltons weren't always so lucky. One of them, Bob, desperate to make a reputation as an outlaw that would surpass that of Jesse James, suggested an incredibly daring plan. He wanted to rob two banks at the same time in broad daylight. On October 5, 1892, the brothers rode into Coffeyville, their hometown. They hid behind fake beards and attempted to do what no outlaw had done before. Their bold plan ended in complete disaster for the brothers and their comrades in arms. Bob died that day, and his brother Emmett, shot 23 times, miraculously lived, went to prison, and was later pardoned. He died in Hollywood in 1937 after trying his hand at being an actor, an author, and a real estate agent. Damn. You wonder where he got shot 23 times to actually survive. See what's up the stairs. Break open the door. There was nothing here. Everybody's dead.
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
All right, then. Actually, Lurch, I was able to play Cartel perfectly fine. It may be a bad game, but it definitely wasn't unplayable. Unless you consider it unplayable due to just being bad.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves.
Oh shit.
This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
God. He just walks straight up to you and just fucks you up.
Gonna beat you like a red-headed stepchild.
God, he's using a shotgun, that's why.
It's hog killing time.
Ow.
Tear you apart.
Hi, you motherfucker. Woo!
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
I did shoot him in the head a bunch.
But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Beautiful. Let us continue. Bounty Hunter is still my name.
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
We'll track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws.
Find the Daltons in the flooded forest? I can't remember. That's actually kind of useful. Ooh. I need this first. I want to get that.
But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
Damn right. Ooh, explosive barrels. Let's blow them up.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell.
Oh, great.
It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks.
Red flags. Man, just imagine what it would be like to be in this swamp with like mosquitoes and nasty ass bugs flying around you. This is where all of the nastiest insects propagate.
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood.
Cool.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Everybody all over the damn place. What a swampy mess. I knew it. Black Bart. Charles Earl Bowles, or Bowles, better known as Black Bart, was undoubtedly among the Wild West's most unusual stagecoach robbers. British by birth, Black Bart was a polite man, known for his manners and refined taste. It is difficult to believe that such a gentleman bandit really operated in California and Oregon in the 1870s and 80s. Legend has it that on at least 2 occasions he left handwritten poems at the scene of the crime. This one is from 1877. I've labored long and hard for bread, for honor and for riches, but on my corns too long you've thread. You fine-haired sons of bitches. Love it. Black Bart never lacked personal charm. After getting out of jail, he was asked by a journalist about returning to his criminal ways. He answered with a smile, "No, gentlemen, I'm through with crime." Then another reporter wanted to know if he would write any more poems. Black Bart laughed and replied, "Now, didn't you hear me say that I am through with crime?" He never fired a gun during any of his robberies, and all of them were done with him getting to the crime scene on foot due to his deeply held fear of horses. Huh. Interesting.
Bury them in the swamp. Plant them where they stand. Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm. So I had to face them alone.
Indeed.
I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
Nothing in here. They're all just sitting, waiting.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
God, these bastards are all over the place. Motherfuckers.
boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
And I shall be disposing of all this manner of riff-raff. Fucking hell. Fucking.
This is gonna hurt. Just kill it for Christ's sake.
The aiming is a little bit wonky in this game. Oh, for crying out fucking loud. The fucking aiming.
Hell's gonna hurt you bad.
They have dynamite all over the place.
Let's see if that chicken can fly. You ain't seen no action with me. Kill that one.
They have dynamite bastards all over the fucking place.
Let's see what you got.
Ah! God, I hate consoleization. Whenever a
And my
company...
reinforcements was nowhere to be seen. Point being, I was under serious attack.
Whenever a company makes console games and does a shitty PC port, you usually can tell with how the aiming feels like it was meant for a controller. I swear my shots were actually, you know, fucking hitting, but no, okay, fine. I swear my shots just magically disappear. It's so stupid.
Let's do this.
Wonder if there's any nuggets of truth around here.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view. But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was.
Oh, lol. Oh.
Steve?
The fuck?
So I just started walking, and pretty soon...
What the fuck?
Steve?
Wake the fuck up, Steve.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
The fuck?
Indians?
They were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
There are just explosive barrels everywhere.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
Nice.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what.
Get rid of the bandits in
But
the
hell,
flooded graveyard.
What's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Get. My turn. Wow, he survived. Get. Every direction is dynamite. Got him. Where are you motherfucker?
Kill that goddamn bounty hunter!
Nice.
Somebody kill that son bitch! You're a dead man!
So many of them. I see ya. Gotcha. I couldn't even pronounce that name. I think these are the developers of the game. Oh shit. Have some dynamite. Let's see what's on these tombs. Yeah, I cannot read that. I think that's legit Latin. And each tombstone has pretty much the same stuff on the back. Guess they never expected you to read the actual tombstones.